I'm going to concede about the weather. After I argued with you all ages ago, I'm done with it now, chat. I'm bored of being wet. As I sit here, I'm bored of being wet. I'm not enjoying it right now. How are you wonderful human people? Human people? How are you wonderful human beings? How are you doing, you beautiful, sexy fucks? It's the end of the week. It's Friday. It's after dark. It's time to talk about very fucking tenuous linked Warhammer shit. Just have a laugh for an hour and a half, and I've got some cider. I've got Copperberg mixed fruit cider tonight. It's disgusting. I almost didn't do a show. I almost didn't do one. And I was talking to the Thanes. I was like, oh, I'm so hot and sweaty. I don't know if I want to sit in that room for a fucking hour and a half. And then I went and looked at my numbers. I was like, I kind of have to. So I thought I'd pick something fun and interesting to do, right? Something that's Warhammer adjacent, but is silly. Now, I'm going to add a qualifier and a caveat before any of you get going, if you get going, if you decide to stick a postcard in. What's your best Warhammer-related insult? But I need to make sure that this sits within the realms of doesn't get me cancelled, right? Because if it gets me cancelled, or if it's something that looks like it gets me cancelled, I have to ban you to protect myself. I'll throw that out there now, okay? That's it. Oh, say hello. Thank you for becoming a Yal team member. What a legend. What a hero. What are y'all talking about? One member. One member. So I thought that we'd do that. I thought, like, I was thinking, like, what's the biggest insult you can throw at anyone that's Warhammer related? Oh, he looks like a Tau player, for example, right? That's a version. It's a very tame version, but that's a version. Oh, he looks like a Tau player. There's got to be better though. Sat in the campsite bar drinking Estrella, waiting for the bingo to start. Sounds lush. Keith, how's it going, dude? It is so hot today, says James. Yeah, today was too much. Today is too much. I've not enjoyed it. I liked being in the car with the air conditioning on. I've not enjoyed it. So, otherwise, if you don't want to do the thing that I've set up for the whole stream, which often happens on these shows, where I think people come and watch them and be like, this sounds like it'd be fun. Oh, hang on, they didn't touch it the whole time. They didn't touch it. They didn't touch the topic at all. We can talk about anything. Anything you want. Oh, fucking hell. Esk and Keith have found the jewels. So throw things at me. Get me to talk about anything you want. I don't really have a topic in mind apart from insults. Part of the reason is because people were quite nice yesterday, and I get very uncomfortable when people are nice. So I figured we could balance it with some insults, right? That's what I figured we could do. And if you say something like 3rd edition has, yeah, you look like a World Eaters player, I'd like to explain why that's an insult. If you can, if that's possible. And then we can just enjoy ourselves. I'm glad it's the weekend. Not only is the weekend, but it is also the start of the English Football League, which gets me very excited. Football's back. Not this World Cup nonsense, like actual football's back, and I've missed football because it's very good for me. We are nearly halfway through the month, which is amazing. And then at the end of the month, we're going to be changing up our stream schedule. We're going to be relaunching the channel. We're going to be pushing on Twitch. So there's lots of exciting things happening. The outside temperature has finally gotten down to the same temperature as my bedroom when I was asleep today. Oh, sleeping on a day like this must be vile-esque, honestly. Orcs Codex broken. I haven't actually looked at the rules today. I've having a busy day. Standing out in the sun in a boiler suit and 3 pairs of gloves would have killed for any form of AC. Oh, that sounds awful. I mean, I know you love your hobby, Leon, and it does sound like fun most of the time, but that sounds awful. What's the worst? Here's a super chat topic, chat. What's the worst job to do in the heat? I've got a story I can tell you. No intelligence. Try one thing. Hope it works out. If it doesn't, you're out of options. Ha! 2.5 hours to get home, yeah. I was out for today. I was busy today doing something. I was out for the day, and mine are kind of Mutter and meine Vater. My parents said that they would come and have a check in on the dog. So he wouldn't be left for how long was I out for? He wouldn't be left for 6 hours on his own. He'd be left for a couple of hours. They'd come and see him for a bit. He'd be left for a couple of hours, which was very generous of them. Now, on the south coast, there's a motorway that goes across the bottom of the country, which is the M27, and it links Southampton and Portsmouth, basically. And where the M27 finishes Southampton side, it then turns into the A31, I think, I can't remember, which goes off to Bournemouth and to Ringwood and that kind of area, right? And where that road changes from the motorway to the A road, there's been a fire, as is... and I've got opinions on that fucking alert, chat. There's been a fire, right? Because I think it was a vehicle caught fire, and then the surrounding forest, which is literally fucking kindling everywhere, caught fire. The road fucking melted. They can't be used, etc. So they've closed the road. And it's been closed since, I think, Sunday. I think it's Sunday, right? And to come from my house to my mum and dad's house, you go onto the motorway, across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 junctions, then down a main road to get to their house.
It won't let me make a yo mama surf joke about Papa Niggle.
Ah, shame. Thank you for the $5. And because the motorway's closed, so junction 2 is one they would normally come off of, and it's closed from junction 2 to junction 1 and onwards. What is normally a 20 to 30 minute journey took them 2.5 hours to drive home from here. So I left where I was, which is 60 plus miles away, and got back here before they got home, which is mental. Absolutely mental. Last time I was marshalling, I was with the guy that worked in Steelforge. That's got to be up there. Not to toot my own horn, but firefighting might be one of the worst. You're already cooking before you even get to the fire. Absolutely miserable. Yeah, but... Yeah, Ryan, right, but hear me out. I'm taking nothing away from what you do, to be clear. But hear me out, right? You're a firefighter, so surely to some extent you expect the heat, and we have the added caveat that you're also doing it in Texas, which is already hot. So, do you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes it the worst job to do in the heat, because it's kind of like, well, you signed up knowing you're going to get hot. You're fighting fires. Taking nothing away from what you do, by the way. I'm just saying, part of the occupational hazard of being a firefighter is it's hot. I work at a waste bank porter at Worthing Hospital and almost collapsed from heat exhaustion yesterday, and we have not been given free Coca-Cola ice cream at all. Oh dear. Both Jojo Beans and Tom have gone 2-1 so far in Newport. Thank you, Pridders. I've seen you've been putting the stuff in Thanes. You're a legend. Absolute fucking legend. Today was probably the worst day I've had. But yeah, so, let's talk a little bit, right? If you're in the UK, there's a system that the government have that came in recent years where they can set an alert off on your phone, right? An emergency warning. So for things like terrorist attacks, whatever. I don't know. I'm spitballing, right? But they can put alert out. It makes a fucking horrific noise. Big message comes up on the screen, etc. Now I turned it off. If I'm honest, I turned it off because I fucking hate it. I turned it off. And today proved to me one of the reasons as to why I turned it off, right? Because this alert came through. I've taken the image from the Thanes WhatsApp chat because someone shared it. I didn't see it, but here we go. Severe alert issued by the UK government, right? There is a very high risk of wildfires nationally. Residents, landowners and visitors should not undertake any activity that could start a fire, including disposable barbecues, fire pits, garden incinerators or fireworks. Even a small flame can can rapidly develop into a major wildfire, placing lives, houses, businesses and emergency responders at risk. What the fuck? This is where the world's going, chat. You go outside and everything's scorched brown dry. Everything is ready to go up in flames in second. You go onto the news and they're talking about fires everywhere. There's fires happening everywhere. How fucking dumb have people got to be that the emergency services have felt the need to put this out there and say, don't use disposable barbecues, fire pits, fireworks. Like, how stupid are you? In this weather, like, oh my God, fucking hell. People are so dumb. We need to bring back natural selection, chat. One of the most miserable but still rewarding things I did was to clean up a rainforest by pulling up old wires for about 100 feet in the middle of the day. We're talking 65% humidity with 80 degrees. Took about 4 hours before I was completely cooked. Jesus Christ. Have you met the average British person? Preach, Leaks. Right, I was on the wind-up, mate. He says the high ambient heat and humidity makes it to where we dehydrate and gas out significantly faster, leading to longer rehab times and increased risk of heat stroke and heart attack due to the exertion. I was on the wind-up, mate, all right? It sounds awful and I wouldn't want to do it. I heard something go off today. I thought we were getting nuked or Sharknado. Fucking hell, getting Sharknadoed again. I wonder how many people were admitted to A&E with eye pain after the recent eclipse. Yeah, people are dumb these days. Fucking facts. Absolute facts. It's mental. It's absolutely mental. Oh no, I just had to answer. I love you, Ryan. Fireworks? How else are you supposed to light your bush barbecue? Yeah. How else are you supposed to have a big bang? I am, however, sat here dripping again. I'd take Sharknadoing if the water was cold. Yeah, preach at the moment. Like I said, chat, I almost didn't do a show because it's so warm in here. And it is... my back is wet. I'm going to be honest. It's not pleasant. So it would be amazing. It would be amazing if you could make it worth my while. So please smash all those magical YouTube buttons for us. Hit the like button if you enjoy it. Also, if you're so inclined, ! Gift. I would love you for that. Love you for it. So I don't just sit here for what is currently £6 for 90 minutes work. My God. What's the George Carlin bit? Think of the average person. Half of the people are dumber than that. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad. There was that one alert that got sent out in Hawaii that nuclear weapons were incoming. Took a little while to let people know it was an accident alert. Jesus Christ. Hey, Evan. Thank you for 5 gifted memberships. You're a legend. What a hero. Love you, son. Mum, have you been at the wine again? My mother's still grey, by the way, chat. And I don't mean her hair. I mean, like, no member. She's definitely got gifted turned on. I've checked. Thank you, Leaks, for the one gifted membership. She's like the new Munch, which you don't have a clue what that means. Thank you, Leaks. Thank you, Evan. You're heroes. Thank you, CI Life, for becoming a member at the start. You're all amazing people. 7 members, nearly double figures. Did you look at the new alt rules? No, I can. Is it worth looking at on the stream? We can make it actually Warhammer content for a change. If that's what you want on your Friday night show, Nick. Need more 40k insults. I thought you'd all be hammering me on £2 super chats with horrible insults to make me, you know, to level out the niceties that happened yesterday. I was here for it. Brandon, thank you for 5. We're on double figures. If the news is to be believed, it's in the wrong language for most British people these days. Really? ! Munch me. I got rid of that one because we didn't need it anymore, but we have a new Munch. Dark Times of Munch. That was a chapter. I think I have thoughts. So you reckon it's worth looking at? Should we have a look at it? Warhamster community. Right, Nick's pushed me to have a look at this chat. We're going to talk about football. We'll talk about 40k for a brief moment, right? On a 40k show. How dare we? Yesterday we had a look at some new data sheets from the upcoming Codex Orcs, and now it's time to see how their new army rule works in the new book. The first part of the WAR army rule means Orcs get to re-roll advanced moves, helping your horde close in with the enemy. The second part of the rule introduces a new status, Riled Up, which can be gained by the once per battle war cry, Orcs do love to shout, or another source, for example, Gazgagol's ability to bestow it on several nearby units. Riled Up lets your Orcs charge after advancing and gives them a 5+ invulnerable save, just like before, and the new addition of the assault ability on their guns. Quick, everyone, munch Liam's mum. Wah. Okay, friendly Orcs units with this ability can reroll advanced rolls, become riled up, as stated in other rules. When a unit is rolled up, it has 5+ invulnerable save. Its ranged attacks have assault. When it's selected to make an advanced move, it just prevents it from declaring a charge. Warcry, once per battle per army. At the start of the command phase, you can use this ability. If you do, friendly Orcs units with the War rule ability are riled up until the end of the next turn. Okay. Meganobs even get extra bonuses when they're riled up, demonstrating with natural brutality why they get all the best gear. Do they get the best gear? They're looking at that old model? I'm not so sure. In the fight phase, if it's riled up, it has +1 to hit rolls. Seems reasonable. It's a shame the model's a toilet. It also looks like, by the way, clearly not going to update them, which makes me sad, and it definitely makes Tom big sad. As befitting a titanic avatar of Orc belligerence, the mighty Stomper is riled up all the time, making it far more mobile and durable than before, while anyone who bundles out of this cavernous hold does so in a frothing mad rage for a turn. What? 10-inch move, toughness 14, 2 up, 5 up, 30 wounds, 6+ leadership, OC 12. Big shooter, death cannon. What? 12 shots. Death cannon and super rocket, 72 inches, 12 shots hitting on 5s at strength 14, AP 3 damage, D6 +2. Fucking super gatler, 30 shots. What the fuck? Okay, his guns aren't bad, apart from he hits on 5s. Damaged 10. We haven't seen that rule yet, so that's interesting. I assume that means it's going to be like -1 to hit when it's damaged. Deadly Demise, 2d6, super heavy walker. Idol of Belligerence. In your movement phase, when a unit embarked within this unit is selected to make a disembark move, that unit is riled up until the start of your next turn. War effigy, this unit is riled up. 22 Orc infantry models. Each Meganob jump pack counts up 2. Each Gazgagol model takes the space of 4 models. Fucking sponsored. We need to see the points, obviously, but Stompers look decent. Mega Chopper, cleave 4. What the fuck? 6 attacks hitting on 3s. Strength 24. AP 4. Damage 10. Who the fuck wrote these rules? And it can advance and charge and reroll advances because it's always riled up. What the fuck? That's a bit... Stomper meta? All those ranged attacks have assault. Yeah, because he's always riled up. My God. The Super Gantler Point Blank Torrent. So you can advance. You move 10. Advance D6 with a reroll. And then over 12-inch range, you get 3d6 +3 auto hits at strength 7 AP 2 damage. That's fucking mental. It's absolutely fucking mental. My God. Okay. Multiple Orc. So, vehicle frame, Titanic towering, transport walk. Okay. Multiple Orc characters have a way to rile up their comrades. And this is a big swing for the usefulness of the War over the course of several turns. An explosive turn early on doesn't mean your opponent is safe for the rest of the game. And the threat of a sudden advance and charge from a Warboss's bodyguard will put fear of Gork or possibly Mork into them. In practice, orc armies will still get their characteristically scary charges and handy and vulnerable save from the war, but now have more ways to spread its effects out over several turns. The shooter boys attachment even adds some extra range to your guns when units are riled up. We'll have more from Codex Orcs to sink your teeth into next week, including a look at some of the new detachments, getting an Orky frame in mind before Codex is released by reading the Legends of the War Omnibus. I'm actually currently listening to the Gazgagol Thraka novel, Prophet of the War. Really fucking good. Rumour is they're not selling enough Stompers. Chat, you're so fucking jaded. You're so jaded. Rumour has it they're not selling enough Stompers. This data sheet makes me think that a new Stomper is coming. They need to sell the old one. So Games Workshop have a lot of Stompers to shift out of the warehouse. You're so fucking jaded, chat. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Prophet is so good. Prophet, I'm really enjoying it. I'm almost done. I'm almost finished. That'll be nerfed into the floor after some wins at a tournament with one. Yeah, probably. Well, again, I have to add this caveat. I say it all the time. Right? Points. If that's 800 points, maybe it's not so bad. If it's 300 points, it's fucking mental. Right? So points are the great leveler. If you look at that and it's 1100 points, you're going to go, Jesus Christ. Tell us we're wrong. I don't think there's a new Stomper. Oh my god, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking tired. This heat is breaking me. Next year I'm having an aircon unit, chat. I'm telling you. This is uncomfortable. Thankfully, I've got cold cider, so that makes me happy. I'm guessing the Stomper model is the same one that came out for OG Apocalypse and is now double the cost. Probably, yeah. Makari is a token now, yeah, I know. They finally got rid of that fucking 2+ invulnerable save nonsense. I actually prefer the new rules for Gaz. I actually prefer them. I feel like he is much closer to narrative Gaz now. An 800 point Stomper and a 300 point Gaz are definitely not unreasonable. No, they're not. I'm still excited for my orcs. And now I've got my hobby camera that you all saw yesterday ready to go. If you joined the stream yesterday, feedback is very welcome on the new way of doing hobby content in the office. Life lessons I've learned in my 53 years on this planet. Companies will do what they need to move old stock. Yeah, they will, yeah. And check out new hobby shit. No, I'm joking. The new Stomper, Nicholas. I don't know what points, to be fair, I don't know what points I feel like would be reasonable for those kinds of profiles. A clapping seal. Clap your seal. Thank you, Rambo, for the jewels. Jewels. I much prefer super chats and gifted chat. I'm just saying. Because 25 jewels is like 12 cents. 12.5 cents.
Yo mama so fat, the Adeptus Mechanicus tried to consecrate her as a new Forge world. Sorry Liam's mum.
Peak leaks. Look at you doing it. Thanks mate for the $5. Get Toby to order some in for Hobby House. You're on to a winner. Order what in? Stompers, I don't think we can. I think a direct order, aren't they? I think they're direct order. Chop. Warhammer to 40k. Xenos armies. Orcs. The Orc Rage is getting good, by the way. Hilariously, it's currently out of stock. But it is online only, so No juice. When did you start doing duels on here? This week, mate. It's a new YouTube feature. It's a thing. Thank you for the loot box. Afraid I want to stomp into what Mikey's one day of the week. Sounds cool. How many points of, say, a Space Marine army would it take to drop a stomper in one turn? Depends on the models, doesn't it, Dan? You're talking like 18 Eradicators, not long at all. Gladiator Lancers, probably quite easy. Fucking Standard Intercessors, probably quite hard. So it depends. Like, points of Space Marines is like, it depends on what it is. Thank you, Mr. Rambo, for 49 months at Yalta. You're a hero. We need a gym and Five Guys date soon, but I'm game, but I can't afford Five Guys nowadays, mate. Not with 12 members and £8 in super chats, half an hour into a show. I can't afford a Five Guys. Five Guys. I bought this copper perk because it was an offer. That's why I'm not drinking old malt berries and cherries tonight, because this one was on offer.
So do we think Orcs is the codex standard we can expect going forward, or was this written by the Dari 10th lot and we can expect an AdMech shit show for Space Marine?
I think this will be the new standard, I'll be honest. Thank you, Jotons. Jotons. Thank you, Babble of the Infinite Wrong for 26 months, man. What a legend. 26 months. Insane. Over 2 years. What a legend. Rambo nearly 50 months. What a fucking hero. Yeah, I think it'll be the new standard, Kev. I think we're going to see, I think 11th we're going to see a touch of power creep. Because so here's my kind of honest theory. Like, I say theory. Here's my kind of honest, like, opinion. More of an opinion than a theory, right? When 8th edition came out, Games Workshop lifted the cap on strength and toughness and whatever, and it was always capped at 10. Weapon skill capped at 10, Ballistic still capped at 10, strength capped at 10. Everything was capped at 10, so everything had to exist within the realms of 0 to 10. The statistics, whether that was your toughness, whether that was your weapon skill, whether that was your strength, whatever it was, it had to exist within the realms of 0 to 10. So that meant that's why when you look at the world of Warhammer 40k and the universe that exists, where does a Space Marine sit on 0 to 10 in terms of toughness? Well, they're pretty tough. They are. Are they as tough as a Carnifex? Are they as tough as a Hive Tyrant? Are they as tough as a Bloodthirster? Well, no. So where do we sit them on the scale? We sit them about 4 on the scale, right? We sit them about 4 on the scale. A Guardsman, well, they are nowhere near as tough as a Space Marine, but we can't really make them toughness 2, because then where do we put things like Grots and Nurglings? So we have to put them at 3, and that's how they kind of, obviously, with a dart, bang, that's the toughnesses of things, right? And this is a Demon Prince, so he's probably like toughness 7 and blah, 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 right? But everything's existed between 0 and 10. And then in 8th edition, they went, fuck that off now. We don't have to worry about 10 being the highest. We can have strength 14 and we can have toughness 12 and all those kinds of things. We're also scrapping armor values. So we need higher toughnesses to demonstrate vehicles because we're getting rid of armor values, right? So we used to have armor value 14 for a Land Raider. We're not doing those anymore. So we need to have a toughness that's suitable for a Land Raider that matches armor value 14. So we're going to do toughness 12 for a Land Raider, right? And so they blew the lid off of the top end of what they were allowed to have. And I don't necessarily think that was a bad idea, because by going, we can have anything up to strength 24, we can have anything up to toughness 24, what you do is you give yourself a significantly wider set of variables to place things narratively in a correct place, right? So maybe a Stomper should be strength 24 in melee, you know, compared to a Guardsman who's strength 3. Maybe that is a reasonable difference between a massive Titanic super heavy Orc Walker and a Guardsman with a lasgun and a bayonet, right? Probably fair. But some things, oddly, just kind of didn't get touched. And when you have this massive scale that you've created, and you can do...
My most used insult came from Thanes, Warhammer adjacent. Freeloading Bastwood.
Thank you, Alex, for the $5. So they blew the lid off of it, right? And las cannons went from strength 9 to strength 12, and they did a lot of strength adjustments. I don't think they did enough toughness adjustments. So when they blew the top off of everything and a las cannon went to strength 12, for example, why did a Space Marine stay at 4? Because now you can make a Space Marine toughness 5, and then the gap between a Space Marine and a Guardsman is 2 points of toughness, and I think that's a lot more narratively accurate. Space Marines are described as being 5, 6, 7, 8 times tougher than a human, right? You can't do 8 times tougher, because if a Guardsman's toughness 3, there's no way you can make them toughness 24 as a Space Marine. It just doesn't work. But you can increase that gap between a Guardsman and a Space Marine. And they never did. They never did that, oddly. And some weapons just kind of didn't fit either. A multi-melter is an anti-tank weapon, but we're making it strength 9, and most vehicles are toughness 11. So you're wounding on 5s with an anti-tank weapon. It doesn't make sense. So I think we are going to see a bit of a creep. I think we're going to see a lot more things that are strong or stronger, and a lot more things that are tougher. And I think you might see Space Marines go up. Gaz is a prime example of that. Now he's toughness mental and wounds lots. And I'm here for it, because I think that variety, that variation that we have access to now, allows them to more kind of accurately represent narrative. They haven't quite got it right yet. That's how I feel like, anyway. Our area is rubbish for traffic at the moment, so I'm only going to the supermarket for dinner for Sunday tomorrow. As opposed to what? In theory, more strength toughness values allows for more nuance. In practice, it just means more power creep. So I think in this edition to Strumming, I think what we're going to see is we're going to see it feel a little bit like a power creep, and I think it's going to feel a little bit like every new codex is the new strong book. I genuinely think it might feel like that for this edition, and I would urge all of you, if that's the case, to just kind of go with it for a while, because I think they're going to bring everything up to where it should be, and I'm okay with that. If the Guardsman is T3, then Marines should be T5 or 6, and Custodians should be around 7-9 range. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think so. I think that's probably reasonable. So at the moment, they're T6, right? So we're saying a Custodians is twice as tough as a Guardsman. Now, you can't make it accurately 10 times tougher than a Guardsman, but you can definitely increase the differential between a Guardsman's toughness and a Custodian's toughness. Right? There you go. Some sensible Warhammer talk for a Friday evening. How do you feel about that? The rumour is that Marines are T5 in the new book and Terminators move to T6 alongside Gravis. It wouldn't surprise me. I've always had a problem with Gravis being tougher than Terminators. What would be toughness for then? Terminators? Well, yeah. Why is a Hormagaunt the same toughness as a Guardsman? It shouldn't be. When something is strength 3, doesn't matter if the target's T4 or 5, still hitting on 5s. Should not be hitting Space Marines on 6s rather than 5s. I assume you mean wounding, and yeah, I agree with you. Thank you, Rob, for 51 months. You've only got 2 brain cells, and they're both fighting for 3rd place, is a phrase I've been using a lot recently. Is that because you heard it? Hey, Matt, how's it going, dude? Are you sure it is Friday? It is Friday. I'm trying hard here, chat, for the... I don't come here for sensible Warhammer talk. Unsubscribe. I'm trying hard for the members tonight. I'm working hard. There's 80 of you watching right now. If we all gift a membership, one single, we're going to get close to the target. And you can go, Liam, thank you for sitting in what is fucking about 95 degrees in your office. We appreciate you. You're amazing. We all feel good because we've done a good deed. You feel good because you've hit your membership target. Everyone gets to hit the weekend happy. Nobody unsubscribes from Liam's channel. I wish that was true, mate. I wish that was true. I might have finally broke the 40k barrier. I kind of want to get to 40,000 subs and just stay there forever. 40k. Just 40k subs. I kind of want to do that, but people got to subscribe for that to happen.
Oh. Scouts/Phobos T4, Firstborn and Tacticus T5, Termes/Gravis T6, cents T8.
That's a cool exercise for a super chat, actually, Tim. Thank you for $5. You're an absolute legend. Chat, your faction, what toughness should things be that aren't quite right? Mordy Hammer, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. You absolute legend. Tim, thank you for the 1 gifted. You're a hero. Love you. Love you, love you, love you. Predators could get you with his stock accounts. It needs to be real subs, mate. Come on. Remember chat, Liam likes the heat. Casty, I went live tonight and the first thing I said was I concede. I've had enough now. I conceded. I have been public about how much I love the hot weather and I love I do. Next week it's supposed to rain all week. We need it. CRLO, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. You're a legend. What a hero. 1 to go to 20, team. Oh, there's someone at my door. Amazon's turned up. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, chat. Oh, Amazon could turn up all day. Oh, all day, and they wait till I'm live. And now, where my office used to be on the ground floor at the front of the house, I just walk out the door. Now I've got to go down a set of stairs, back up a set of stairs. And then I get down there and there's a puppy who's super excited to see me, right? Because he thinks I've come down to see him. I know I can't fuss you right now. I've got to go back upstairs. Super chat topic. What has Liam ordered from Amazon? Incorrect answers only. Nobody. I love that. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
It is Zemoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji,
I'm sorry,
eyes
chat.
emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji,
I'm
eyes
sorry,
emoji,
chat. I'm sorry.
eyes emoji, 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 zemoji, eyes emoji, 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 zemoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji.
I'm gonna ban that fucking emoji.
Eyes emoji, 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 zemoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji, eyes emoji. I missed your building stream yesterday. How did you find the new Warriors of Chaos miniatures? Excited to see some of my favorite GW game on channel.
They're really nice. They're really nice. Hang on a minute, I'm finding the banned word section. How do you do the eyes emoji? That was fucking. My live viewer numbers went down. I wonder if that stops it. Okay, I wonder if I think I've stopped it. Right, good. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Anyway, yes, back to Pete. Thank you, eyes emoji, for the $10. Thank you, Pete, for the 5. I missed your building stream yesterday. How did you find the new Warriors of Chaos? So I liked them. I like them a lot. The Banner Man, this cheeky chap here, he had a few more fiddly bits than I expected. They go together quite nicely on the whole. There's a couple of little irritating bits, right? The only other thing is it's old world, right? So you have to be conscious about ranking up. And if you follow the instructions, the battle march instructions, just tells you to stick them on the base. So you've got to be conscious of ranking them up. Ranking them up slightly better because they're on bigger bases. They're 30 by 30s. So ranking them up is not as much of a problem as it was before. But it's still, you still have to be conscious of it. But I think they're beautiful. I think they're actually beautiful. Fucking stunning. Don't worry, I can type it out if needed. Well, I don't know if it will have banned it. I don't know if it stopped it from happening. Kind of hope the weather keeps up for another week as I'm on my honeymoon on Sunday, but I can tell you as a big lad, it's fucking hot, yeah.
I emoji.
Thank you, Leon. I liked your topic of what has Liam ordered from Amazon, incorrect answers only. I'd like your topic of that, but no one's doing it. That's a £5 super chat topic for certain. Without doubt. Without doubt, chat. Are we playing what's Liam ordered from Amazon, wrong answers only? Yes. Yes, Kaz. Weekend bonus build stream. Maybe Monday. It's ringing a bell for some reason, but maybe Monday. My hands are about useless now seeing my favourite old army. Your new setup is grand. Your new setup is grand. Thank you. I'm quite pleased with it. I think it looks really nice. I think it's a nicer angle than a standard top down. And whereas before my top down was mounted to the wall, but it was braced against the desk. So every time I knocked the desk, the camera shook and I hated it. I just don't know if I love the top down angle. I want to try something a bit different and try and be a bit more kind of polished, I guess. And as long as I can get used to being where I need to be with my hands, then we're golden, right? But I think, chat, I'd like to bring more hobby content to the channel. And we did a thing yesterday. You guys can do it today. We did a thing yesterday. We said to people, super chat, right? Building, playing, painting, list crafting, lore. Which are your favourite? What order would you put them in? And the amount of people that put like hobbying at the start and like playing at the end, I was quite surprised. Like, it was a good surprise, but I was quite surprised because I expected most people like gaming's the best. But it wasn't. It was heavily favoured towards building and painting, with some people saying that gaming was the best. And I was a bit surprised by that, I'll be honest. In a good way, like it was a nice surprise, like I said. It's not like a, oh, fuck you lot then. But hey. Bring more hobby content on Spaff. I'm going to. I'm doing my own hobbying again and I'm enjoying it, and I need to lock back into that. So maybe a bonus show on Monday, but I also want to dick about with my jet bike content, so it's a firm maybe, Kev. The other thing I could do is I could hobby content the jet bikes and then trim that into a actual video for later and see if that works. I like hobby more than gaming. Yeah, I think a lot of people are in that boat. I think I do, if I'm honest. And I haven't done it properly in years and years and years. So that I've now got this reputation which is not unjustified. I'm not like saying you're all unfair. It's fucking perfectly justified. But I've got this reputation and I want to break it. I find, not in this heat, but I find painting one of the most relaxing things in the world. I love it. I've barely done it.
Liam's Amazon order, a scalped limited edition of The End and the Death costing £900.
I do have a limited edition of The End and the Death. In its box still. Thank you, Christopher Sanford, for the $5. You're a legend. We're halfway to our super chat target, chat. We do still have 80 members to go. I much prefer hobby content. Barely watch games anymore, sorry. You barely play these days, but probably play more games than 99% of us. I play a lot more 11th edition, to be fair. I definitely I've played more games of 11th edition this year than I played 10th. Commission painting coming. I would love to be able to do that. I'd love to be able to do that, but there's no way. That's never going to be something that's achievable for me.
Are you coming up this way for the Saints versus Norwich game in October?
October, you say? October. On a Wednesday, unlikely, because A, it's midweek and that's show day, and B, it's the day I pick up the kids for my stint with them. So that's a double, probably not. I am, however, Sam, up for coming up to Ipswich for a weekend when I don't have the kids. If there's no Saints game, I could be persuaded to come up for a few beers. If you want to pay for the fuel, the hotel, and the beers, you know. Tell the dog to be quiet. He wants to come up and play. Yeah, there's a couple of days at work. Thank you for the $5 anyway, you're a legend. Absolute fucking hero. Chat, if you could have, what's your dream, like, here's a £2 super chat topic, right? Dream job, go. What's your dream job and why?
Liam's Amazon order, a blobfish toy for stress relief.
That is wrong, but now I want one. Now I want one. Fuck the hotel. I'll get the spare bed set up. Bring the doggo too. As long as Mrs. Rambo's okay with that.
Liam's Amazon order, ghillie suit and binoculars for a potential new job.
Ha ha. Ha ha, Leon. Let the dog play. I will. So he's getting better. We've not had an indoors accident for a very long time now. Like 2 weeks. So at the moment I'm not changing things whilst we're not having accidents, right? So he's allowed to come upstairs rarely when he's on 100% supervision. And then eventually, once I'm comfortable and confident that he's properly house trained, and I think we're there, he now gets up, takes himself outside and uses the bathroom, and then he comes back in. So, because what will be interesting will be next week if it rains all week.
Dream job, mine but for GW so I get the discount.
Oh, it's like you love what you do. That's amazing. So yeah, like, I don't think he's far off being properly house trained. When it's raining and I have to have the door, because the doors are always open, so he can just wander out whenever he wants, have a fucking piss and come back in. So once the weather's in, once the inclement weather's in and the doors are closed, that will be interesting. We'll then quickly learn how house trained he is. Thank you, Nick, for the $2. Chat, we're still only on 20 members though, and we're an hour into the show. Am I doing a shit show tonight? Is that what it is? Dog is better trained than James. Not hard. I kind of want the blobfish toy now, though. Just joined. I'd like to run a countryside cafe bar with jazz music for the elderly during the day, progressing to blues during the evening, and some classic rock and beer till closing. Sounds amazing. Thanks, and done all the stream in the background. Can't afford much, but maybe I'll get a cheap super chat in towards the end for dramatic effect. People are, oh, hey, Johan, how's it going, dude? Just broke as fuck. Okay. Not a shit show. People's computers have melted. Reasonable. Fucking hot, innit? It's fucking hot. I'm uncomfortable. I came here to try and entertain you people. Oh my god. I've sent my dog for a walk for her to do poops. Next door has a Malamute that always tries to break the fence down when mine is in the garden, so she's terrified of going out there. Jesus Christ. Mine, Wallace, at the moment, shits like 7 times a day. No joke. It's like a fucking Play-Doh machine. You go out there and you go, how is there 3 shits on the lawn? I was out here fucking 4 hours ago. And you pick it all up and you call good. You go back in, do a bit, come outside in the garden. Like, how is there another load? How do you make your super chat show how long you've been subbed? I don't know the answer to that one. Dan, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, you fucking legend. Thank you so much. Absolute baller. Hashtag baller. Malamutes can be absolutely nuts. Yeah. I remember a little story years and years and years and years ago when Luce and I were early days dating. Were we? No, we weren't engaged yet, right? Dating. And how old is he? He's 15 weeks. And 16 weeks. He's 16 weeks. And her mum got hold of me. Her mum used to work for the council on the phones, right? Thank you, Mr. Botumps, for the one gifted membership. And someone had phoned her up. And she basically said to me, she said, look, I need some help. She didn't have a car. I need some help. This couple have phoned up. They're getting evicted out of their fucking flat. They've got a dog. They need it to go somewhere. Otherwise, it's going to get destroyed. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay. She went, I'd like to go and get this dog. And she didn't have a car. She was like, can you help? I was like, yeah, I can help. That's fine. Morty Hammer. Oh my God. Thank you for 10 gifted memberships. You're a legend. So we jumped in the car with Luce and her mum, right? We drove over to this set of flats, wherever the fuck they were in Coventry. Fuck is buzzing out there. And went up to the 3rd floor or the 4th floor of this set of flats. Walked into this little flat. Like, right, where's the lad? And down round the corner came this fucking Alaskan Malamute. This thing was like a miniature horse. It was fucking huge. It was fucking monstrous. And I was like... And the house that Luce, her mum and her brother lived in at the time was not a particularly big house. It didn't have a back garden. So I thought it'd be like some little yippy thing. Some little like lapdog, right? No. Full Alaskan Malamute. I was like, okay. So I was like, well, we're not having it destroyed, are we? It's far too beautiful. So Eli, his name was, we bundled him in the car, and he was fucking huge. And Deathless Night, mate, thank you for the one gifted, but if that's how tight times are, please don't gift to me. You suffering to save my suffering isn't worth it. But thank you for the one gifted. So anyway, we got this thing home. The cats that they had in the house went fucking absolutely mental because massive dog, right? Said hi. Who said hi? Hey, Trippy Custodian. How's it going, dude? They went absolutely mental. They were not interested in anywhere near this fucking dog. I then took him for a walk. I was like, well, we need to exercise him. There's a park nearby. I'll take him to the park. Took him to the park, right? And the fucking thing that he pulled my arm out my socket. I was tensed with my arm. Now, my mother-in-law is this short little thing who had a bad back because she was in a bad car accident, couldn't really walk properly. And I got this dog back and I was fucking exhausted having stretched my arm an extra 4 inches. And I said, how are you exercising this thing? Because that was in Coventry and I was based in Ipswich in the army. Well, I'll walk him. It's like, you're fucking not. You're not walking him at all. Like, he's just dragged me around that thing and I've been fucking tensed with my arm the whole fucking time. There's no way you're walking him. Anyway, dog lasted a few days. The cats weren't coming downstairs. It was too much work, funny old thing, in Alaskan Malamute. What was the nice end to the story, though, the really nice end to the story, is that he came with paperwork and they managed to track down the breeders of the dog who took him back, and he ended up doing shows, which was really nice. He ended up being a show dog, and he was reunited with the original breeders, which I think is a lovely end to the story, right? So, and who would I watch? Bless you. But I don't want you to put yourself in destitution to save me. That's not worth it, right? But I do appreciate it. I'm going to go get another can in a minute because I'm fucking smashing these down. Far too fucking easy. Far too easy. But yeah, there you go. Fun story. Fucking huge that dog was. Absolutely massive. Not as big as Leon burgers. I wanted a Leon, but I fucking love dogs. Chat, dogs are better than humans. A lot of people get Malamutes and Huskies without realizing how much work they are. Yeah, my friend in the army, a guy called Mark, he had 2 Siberian Huskies, and they were a lot of work. They were beautiful. They were well looked after. Very well looked after. But they were beautiful dogs, but my God, they were work. I wanted a Siberian Husky, but they're too much work. I don't mind a reasonable amount of work. I don't, but too much. And I'm not sure, especially considering what we're going for at the moment, I'm not sure having a Husky in this weather is fair. But that's, you know, maybe they're acclimatized to it if they're born here. I don't know how it works. I just think you're a dog that's supposed to be in the Arctic and it's currently 30 degrees. Are you comfortable? Humans are good for sex times, dogs not so much. Well, you never wrapped your balls in raw bacon, Escape? My 3 little chihuahuas have completely different personalities. One would try to befriend a rabid wolf, one is scared of most of dogs, and one thinks he could fight a tiger and win. Amazing. I walk 2 Huskies to pay for all my gifted. Lol, true story. Genuinely. Fucking love Huskies. Is that legit? Right, chat, I'm going to go get a fresh can. Right. And once I go get a fresh can, we're going to get 13 gifted and get to 50 by the time I get back up. I think you can achieve it. If a couple of people are generous with 5s, it'll be really easily done. I'll get a fresh can. We'll carry on the party. Be right back. I'll be literally like 2 minutes. That's all the time you've got. I'll just give you plenty of warning. Something's buzzing outside my window. It's really annoying me. Or it's buzzing inside my window. I can't see it. I really fucking hate buzzy things. I really hate buzzy things. Someone in Morrison's the other day was buying a trolley load of ice cubes, and I heard them explain to the cashier it was for his Husky's paddling pool. Believe it. I fully believe that. I've left the stair gate wide open so that he can come upstairs. And he's just sat there. He's just sat there. Like, I'm like, come on then. It's like, no, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed. Come on then. I'm not allowed. Kev, thank you for 5 gifts to Man, you're a legend. I don't think Doggo's going to come and say hello. Fucking hero, thank you. Fenrir! I can hear him down there in like real turmoil. Like, the gate's open. I think I can come upstairs. Callum Prickett! 20 gifted from Callum Prickett. Oh my god. You fucking hero. Thank you so much. Exclamation mark Discord for anyone who's just got themselves a cheeky little membership from Miss of the Callum Prickett. We're looking like we might get close to a target. Oh my god. You're all amazing. If you've got gifted membership, exclamation mark Discord, get yourself in the Discord server. If you're feeling super generous, you can pay it forward the next time you're in a live show. Exclamation mark gift, hit the link, send a single member. If every single person who got gifted a membership paid it forward, we could take over the world in a year. Thank you, Callum, you fucking beautiful human. Thank you, Kev, as well, for 5 gifted, man. You're an absolute legend as well. I love you so much. I love you both. Come on, then. I can hear it. I can hear him. Come on, Fen. Very late, Fee. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much, people. Amazing, amazing, amazing. 38 to go. Achievable, right? With 72 people. Where's all my viewers gone? I blamed the World Cup for a while, but that's gone now. Oh my god, a breeze. Oh, the breeze is lovely. Oh, do you know what's also lovely? This fucking cider. I've become a right cider drinker, chat. Is it an age thing? I'm not really bothered by lager anymore. I don't mind the odd ale. EFL back on tonight. I don't think that is a problem for most of a Warhammer audience, though, Garcia. I'll be honest. I think I've just fucking dropped off this year because I've been shit. And I know I've been shit. And you don't anyone say, oh, you haven't. I've been shit this year. I know I have. So I've got to build that audience back up. Which we will. Probably. Maybe. At some point. I think when the rules start coming thick and fast, it'll be a bit easier. If I'm honest. Foil Monsters of her skull for me, it was there on your channel all the time under the Neon Thonglium. Neon Thonglium got it here section. What? He's not listening to me. He's been listening to me all day. That alert earlier made me shit my pants and I knocked my disposable barbecue over. Oh my god. That's a great comment, Dan. Appreciate you. Oh, fuck. I checked the membership button under the stream. Okay. You can. That's the way you can do a chat with it as well. Once a month, you get a anniversary chat. I don't know how you do it, but you can. For the next 2 sets of 5 gifted memberships, I will also give 5 gifted memberships. You look like you'd make good corpse starch. Banging. A Warhammer insult. I love it. You look like something Nurgle wouldn't embrace. Same button as Super Chats and Gifted. Oh, is it? Okay. I didn't know that. Callum, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. He's already done 20, look. He's now done 5. You're halfway to 50, mate. To the 50 club. I'm not going to count my 5 in the target. All right. There you go. You gifted 5. I gifted 5. I'm not adding my 5 to the target. Okay. But I'll do 5. So the next 5 that we get, I'll do another 5. Are you a servitor? Because I grind your gears. Caught some guy the last time we had a heatwave. Pull up and start shooting fireworks into the field where I walk my dog. Everyone around stormed his car, calling him an idiot and whatnot. Why? People are dumb, aren't they? Not all people. You people are good. You're good people. People are dumb. Unreal. Unreal. Can't think of anything clever that Warhammer related. Just keep getting stuck thinking of the only 2 jokes I remember. The disturbing one and the racist one. Let's not tell either of those, Esk, if you don't mind. Oh, you went yourself in a giveaway? I don't know. Do you want me to do a giveaway for tonight? I can take everyone who's gifted 5 and put them in a giveaway, Kev. If it's going to get us over the target, I'll do it. In the next 18 minutes. 5 gifted memberships, chat, you're in a giveaway. I can even open up Google Sheets and I can prep it now. So we can do it on the show the same day. So Evan's done 5. Brandon's done 5. Mordy's done 5. Dan's done 5. Mordy's then done 10 more. Because Mordy's a fucking legend. Demogorgon's then done 5. Mr. Callum's then done 25. Because he's a big bad baller. And then Dave WK's done 5. Because he's also a big baller. Cool. I'm not putting myself in the giveaway. I should, shouldn't I? They also said that for the second set of 5, I'd give 5. There we go. I'm not adding them to the total, though. Mine aren't adding to the total. That doesn't make sense. There you go. I've got a giveaway running now. If you give 5 memberships, you're in a giveaway. £50 voucher, chat. There you go. I'll even tell you what it is now. £50 voucher or a hoodie. Up to you. I can't win it. I'm not in it. All right. Back to live chat. I don't. Super chat isn't the fact that I'm broke. I just don't have any money. What? I don't. Isn't the fact that I'm broke. I just don't have any money. Okay. I assume that's also you doing a funny, Aaron. Right, because Kev mentioned it, I've set up a giveaway. Okay. Currently, on the giveaway, we have a grand total of 13 entrants. Currently, there's a 1 in 13 chance of winning. If we get to 100, that's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If people don't do them in ones, 6 entries, which means there'll be a 1 in 19 chance of winning. I think that's good. A 1 in 19 chance of winning a £50 voucher. So if you give 5, you have a 1 in 19 chance of doubling your money as a voucher. You've also got an 18 in 19 chance of having nothing. So I'm just going to put that out there as well, right? Because I don't want you all to be like, yeah, but Liam, it's terrible money advice. Because it is terrible money advice, but man's got to eat. I'm excited to see. I'm excited next week to see some of the Orc detachment stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the Codex release and the model release starting to ramp up for 11th. I think we're going to get a lot this edition. I think we're going to get a lot of stuff. And I'm really hopeful for factions like Grey Knights and Drakari and to some extent maybe Demons and factions that just didn't have a lot of love over the course of the last few years. David Needham, thank you for 550 memberships. I'm really excited for those factions because I think we're going to maybe this is copium, right? Maybe I'm just kind of hoping, but like I can totally see, legitimately, I can totally see a whole fucking Grey Knight range coming out. I'll add you into the giveaway, sir. Good, you're in. There's 100% chance of someone winning. There is, yeah. And we will conclude it live on air in a grand total of about 10 minutes. The models for Orcs are making me start an Orc army. The models for Orcs are looking so fucking good. So if they're a sign of things to come for other factions, I'm really fucking excited. But I'm also a person who quite liked the Space Marine half of the box. Like I really did think it was good. I didn't hate on the Vanguard vets like a lot of people did. I thought it was a good half of a box. The land speed is really nice. I think a lot of people are Space Marine fatigued. Maybe I'm wrong. Mr. the Kyle, 22 months. What a legend. New sculpts of Grey Knights, please, and thank you. I'd like some new Thunderwolf cavalry, 100%. Only if they, I don't know how they do them well though. Like I feel like, what chat? Here's a question for you: £2, right, or $2 or whatever. The dumbest unit in 40k. The dumbest unit in 40k. Because for me, I'm a Space Wolves fan. I love Space Wolves. I love wolves. I love dogs. I love all things fucking four-legged with snouts. Big fan, right? Love a dog. Love a doggo. Love a wolf. For me, Thunderwolves have got to be the dumbest unit in 40k though. Is there any exceptions? No, I think they're the dumbest. I'd never painted an orc before that launch box. My wallet nearly slipped. T-shirt launchers, I don't think are dumber than Space Wolf Thunderwolves because a Space Marine riding a giant wolf, a wolf that's big enough for a Space Marine to mount it. Like I think that T-shirt launchers are Space Marines with just big guns. They look dumb. They do look dumb. I'm not arguing that they look dumb. They definitely look dumb. But are they as stupid as an Astartes in full battle plate riding a wolf? Met Tom and Joe at Newport today. I'm sorry, mate. Absolute gents are. Incredible team you've got, mate. Keep up the good work. We'll try and make a visit to our house when I'm down south, Swansea based. Swansea. Fucking love Swansea. Is Mumbles Mile still a thing? When you send a Jules thing, it just makes you a grey name for some reason. Stiltman makes no fucking sense whatsoever. What do you mean? Get some height. Get that plunging fire without being on ruins. I have to agree to disagree. I think Marines riding giant wolves is fucking metal, fair. And this is why we love the hobby. It's something for everybody. I just think it looks dumb. And I think the big part, a massive part of the problem for me is because the models don't scale well. They don't look good. They're not like very well posed. So maybe, just maybe, if they brought out brand new models for Thunderwolves, I might go, actually, they look fucking sick right now. But hey, who knows? Mumbles Miles indeed a thing, been renovated, it's been better. Oh my god, I did it back in 2007, 2006, somewhere around then. Still holding out for a Grot parachute unit. I think they'll be holding out a while, mate, I'll be honest. Can't see that happening. What's your biggest hope for 11th, chat, model-wise? I think Wolf looked dumber than the Cav unit. You reckon? There are no wolves on Fenris. Don't you start. Don't start, Mr. the Kyle. L-shaped ruins. There I said it. Hashtag narrative. Don't you start, Kev. I thought Headhunters would replace Thunderwolf Cavalry when they were released. I looked at Head Takers and I wondered if I bought the base size of a Thunderwolf Cavalry and I put a Head Taker and one of the wolves that come with them on the same base, could I justifiably call them Thunderwolf Cavalry? And I think the answer is yes, you probably could. I think people have done it as well. If I did Space Wolves, I would use Horus Heresy bikes instead of Thunderwolves, because I agree with you. Okay. That's not a bad idea. I like that. The correct way to build Thunderwolves is to just not give them riders. The Grey Knight baby carrier is so fucking stupid. The only correct way to build one is a Redemptor Naught and a Grey Knight conversion kit. Karandras. Come on, Karandras. Someone get Matt and someone get Matty a fucking membership because he said Karandras. That's a good answer. New Carnifexes. Make them bigger. I quite like the current Carnifex kit. Controversially. I did both. Will send to Thanes. Good man. My big hope for 11th is major characters to die and really shake up the narrative. I want 40k to get the Game of Thrones treatment. I'd love that. On my current Wave Ring, I converted Horus Heresy bikes. Yeah, we did that in the studio. I am struggling here, team. I'm going to be honest. I want to do this giveaway. I want to draw it live, but we're like 23 members away from target. Look at this sad face, chat. Was that sad enough for you? I want Bjorn and a Saturnine Dread. Oh, sick. I don't think the baby carriers are that bad. They just need to be posed in any other way than the stood to attention. I fucking hate baby carriers. Edward, thank you for 5 gifted. You're a legend. We're over 80. The stream is starting to look less like a failure. Thank you so much, Edward, for 5 gifted memberships. You're a legend. Let's get you in the giveaway. You're in. You're in. No, don't ruin it with the jewels. You did a good thing. I refuse to use Carnifex in my list to get new scraps. I like the current Carnifex models. I think they're good. I think they look sick. We do have more members than viewers. Where is everyone, to be fair? I know. It's mental. I'm trying hard. I am trying, chat. We're talking about Warhammer stuff on a Friday. I'm trying. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because we're talking about Warhammer stuff. No one wants to hear it. Tyranids need new Tyrant Hive Guard. Yeah, probably. It's a fun wind-up. I'll let you have it. Alpha Omega, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. You fucking legend. Get you in the giveaway. Oh my god, there's a little breeze coming through and it is heavenly. When you are as wet as I am sat here, that little cool breeze across your skin is heavenly. Final score, Wolves 2, Blackburn 2. Okay. Thank you for keeping me in the loop, Mr. the Ghasty. Love you. Current Chaos Spawn Sculpt is pretty bad. Current Chaos Spawn Sculpt is fucking horrendous. I love the current Carnifex. I'm terrified they'll upscale it and lose all the options. I'm terrified that it'll turn into something monopose like the Screamer Killer. Damn, I want to get some Tyranids now. Yeah, you do. Get some Tyranids, Mr. the Kyle. Do Tyranids. Do Tyranids. And then come and bring them on the show. Oh my god, that breeze. Chat is heaven. It's actually heaven. Oh. We're 13 members away. Have we got 3 1s and 2 5s in us somewhere in the 70 people in the chat? Spawn is awful. Yeah, it is. Also, what do you think about the fact that all the Christmas articles were a teaser for new models except Space Wolves? Were they? Again, yeah. I'm hoping it means a new Ulrich. How are things coming along with Hobby House? How's life? Will we see another bike video? Wouldn't it be wonderful riding that bike along a country road in the sun? So, Morty, thank you for the 1 gifted. The bike content was always a for fun thing. Okay. Rather than it being actual work, it was for fun. And so when work is up here somewhere, the fun stuff had to stop. I would love to bring it back because I like doing it and I think it's fun. But time. Now I did on, I want to say Tuesday, I did finally bring my helmet with the camera mounted on it over here to this house. So I think I've got all the gear here now. I need to get the batteries charged and test all the microphones, make sure everything works. I don't know where my mics have gone, actually. I need to figure out where I've put those. But I think I've got everything over here now to do the bike content again. And once I confirm that with microphones, etc., once that's all good and working, at that point, then I'd like to start making some videos again. It's been a beautiful season for riding. I just haven't been in the right frame of mind to, because it's just for fun. It's not for work, right? So at the moment, whenever I get the bike out, it is simply just to go and like disconnect from the world, connect to the bike, and just when you're riding along and you've got like nice windy roads, you don't think about life. You just think about the riding, and it's fucking great. Absolutely great. I don't have a full license myself. I plan to get one in the future. You should. You should. 100%. It's expensive here in the UK. But once you've done it, it's amazing. Morty, thank you for that 1 gifted, by the way. We've got 12 to go, team. Anyone want to throw 10 at me? And then I'll do the giveaway. 10 to get you 2 entries as well, so you can win your money back. I'll have a little gander in a minute. Interest is peaked. See if I get the puppy up. He's not coming up, chat. He's not interested. He's fucking getting big now, by the way. Oh, hang on, he's coming. Come on, then. Doggo's getting big. He came upstairs. Oh, he loves cuddles. If this isn't worth 12, we're getting desperate now. Oh. Doggo. Look at the paws. Twice as big. Yeah, he's getting big, isn't he? And he thinks he's a lap dog. Do you want to get down? Yeah? Okay. Hang on. There you go. He's off. He's shouting the stairs halfway up. I'm watching him now. He wanders off towards that fucking bedroom. Okay, he's gone back downstairs. We're safe. He's getting huge. I can't wait for him to be an adult. He's my best bud, chat. Steady Break, thank you for the 5 gifted. Dog has saved me. Absolutely saved me, honestly. Fucking legend of a creature. Probably cooler downstairs. It is cooler downstairs. Steady Break, thank you for the 5 gifted. You're in the giveaway. 7 to go, and then we'll draw. Banned user, cute squig. That disconnect was what I meant. Do it once just to feel free and ease your mind off of things. Sorry, by the way, not my intention to play amateur fruit. No, you're fine. You're good. Don't be sorry about that sort of stuff. You like dags? I fucking love dogs. My mum's £90 mixed breed thinks he's a lap dog too. I dread to think over the course of the last 3 weeks how many times he's kicked me square in the balls as well. Because I'll sit on the sofa and he'll jump up and his feet go bang. You're like, oh. Can't be mad at him. It's not his fault. But it's happened a fair few times. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ugh. Sent you pictures of blood claws and head takers. Thunderwolves blood claw bodies are better because they're running. I'm gonna have a quick look. Have a quick look on here whilst you give me the 7 members chat. We can stop fucking around and do the giveaway then, can't we? Oh, there's an at me as well. Oh yeah, they're nice. Oh, they're cool, dude. Oh, I need to stop looking because I want to get my Space Wolves back out. Mass Dash got to be up at 3:30. What? How is the Lego coming? I need to... I think I can use this camera angle for it, actually. That'd be cool. Have the snip but still suffer ball damage. That's a terrible deal. Yeah, I know. And I kind of hope they don't get refresh. I think yours looks sick, mate. I'll be honest. I might steal that idea. Chat, I'm close to finishing this drink. Is there a way to pick up a game at Hobby House? I haven't played 11th yet. I need someone to hold my hand through a game. We'll be down at the end of the month. There's a Facebook page. If you check out the Hobby House Hub Facebook page, normally people can organise games through there. Steady Brett, what are you doing? You've already done 5. Thank you for 5 more gifted memberships. You're a legend. You're getting yourself in the giveaway a second time. You have probably just cost me money now because I want to do that Thunderwolf conversion because that's sick. That looks really nice. Big fan. 2 1s, chat. Who wants to chuck the 2 1s at me? Morty Hammer wants to do 1. There's 18 of you in the giveaway. Team, look at this. Oh, Edward, yes. Okay, right, so in we go with the screen share. Thank you for the seagull. There's 18 people in the giveaway. Here they are. Evan, Brandon, Mordy, Dan, Mordy, Kev, Callum, Dave, David, Edward, Alpha, Steady. Right? There we go. That's your giveaway. 1 to 18 is the number. 16 is the win. 16 is Mr. Alpha Omega. Drop me a line on Discord, mate, and I will sort you a voucher out. Thank you so much for getting us to that target chat right at the end. We didn't hit the super chat target, but we did okay. It was only £33 off. But we did do the members target, and I appreciate you all for that. You're amazing people. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully you have a wonderful weekend. I'm hoping the temperature drops a little bit and I can actually have a bit of a relaxing weekend, get some sleep. I'm not sleeping great, so I want to get some good sleep. Monday there might be some bonus content. Maybe I'll go pick the Lego up, or maybe I'll do it there, or I'm not sure yet. Watch this space. Tuesday's exciting because John McCardle is coming over from the US, and we're intending to play Heresy on stream on Tuesday, and I can't wait for that. I fucking love John. I got so excited, but I miscounted. Oh. Well, were you one above? Oh, you were. I'm so sorry. So yeah, Mr. the John McCarlson on Tuesday. Wednesday we've then got the Warhammer show again. Thursday, Liam and Joe show more live at Warhammer 40k. I think. I need to check the schedule. Friday next week back for After Dark, and next Friday we'll go back into a Thanes topic. Who wants members only chat on a Friday? I think that'd be a cool thing to do. Anyway, we're looking at revamping the whole stream schedule for next month, so keep an eye out. I'll be making some graphics soon as to how that's going to look once everything's in place and ready to go. You lot have been amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight on the After Dark show. I am sweaty. I'm going to go and sit in the garden half naked and maybe just pour water over my head. I need to. Thank you so much for watching, you beautiful humans. You are, in fact, the best chat. Alpha, make sure you message me on Discord.
I did promise a cheap SC, didn't I? Sorry, can't figure anything funny to say so. It can only go to hell, so it can't get any worse, right?
It can't get any worse is definitely a mantra I've been using the last few weeks. Isn't members only chat just locking them out? It can't get any worse is definitely what I've been living by, Johan. And I did say it a few times, and then life went, hold my beer. And now I think we're at that place. So, you know, got her in the end. Hey, White 55. Late fee. Exclamation mark late. I'm joking. Don't, because I'm about to go, and you won't get your money's worth. Thank you, wonderful humans, like I said, for hanging out with us tonight. Hopefully you have a wonderful weekend. Maybe you get some hobbying done. Hopefully the temperature's not mental. Hopefully you're not near some kind of random fucking fire. I love you all very, very dearly. You are, as I've said already, the best chat. I can't wait to come back next week and do some more shows for you beautiful people. And at the very latest, it will be on Tuesday with Mr. the American McCardle. Can't wait. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.